Welcome to the second basic cello video lesson. Today we will be covering first position notes on the D string and the A string. What is first position, you may ask? Positions refer to where you put your left hand when you are playing the cello. How the cello works is by shortening the string with your left hand. By putting down your fingers, you change the note that the string plays when plucked or bowed. So first, let's go over basic technique when putting your left hand on the cello. Pick up your left hand and put your thumb somewhere on the back of the fingerboard. That's what this black part's called. Now, make sure that your thumb is nice and curved, like mine is. Now look where your thumb is, and take your second finger. In cello terms, your index finger is your first finger, middle finger second, your ring finger is your third, and your pinky is your fourth finger. So take your second finger, your middle finger, and put it right above where your thumb is on the D string. Make sure to have a nice curve. Now just put your other fingers around it, continuing to have a nice curve. Now we will get into where exactly to put those fingers. Right now I will be going over how to know where to put your fingers if you have tapes on your cello. The most common way to put tapes on the cello is having 3 tapes. Put your index finger, your first finger, on the first tape. Put your third finger, your ring finger, on the second tape, and put your pinky on the fourth tape. If you do not have tapes, get out a tuner. After you have a sibling get a tuner for you, put your first finger on the D string, about here. Now, pluck the D string. Your tuner will say note. Slowly move your finger until the tuner says E. Ta-da! As you saw, there's an E there for a moment. Once you have your first finger where the E is, put your second finger over the thumb, like I said before. Now, put your third finger down and pluck. You should get about an F sharp. Move your third finger until it is more in tune. That's pretty close, F sharp. Now put your last finger down, your fourth finger, the pinky. Pluck again. You should be getting a G. That is the spacing for your fingers on the cello. Now that you have your hand in proper positioning, we'll be going over the specific notes. As you saw, the first finger is the E. This is where the E is on the bass clef for this specific E. Whenever you see this E, you will know to have just your first finger down. This is the note for the F sharp, your third finger. Have all 3 fingers down. When you get more advanced, you may lift some of your back fingers, but for now, keep all fingers on the fingerboard when playing these notes. This note on the bass clef is the G. For this G on the D string, have all 4 fingers down to play that G. You may be wondering, well, that's an E, that's an F sharp, that's a G. What about the F natural? That's what your second finger is for. Where your second finger is should be where the F natural is. Let's do a quick practice. Play the note. That was an F sharp, third finger. Play the next note. That was an E, the first finger. Play the next note. That was an F natural, the second finger. You may have noticed that each finger was playing a successive note. No fingers is a D, as we went over in the last video. First finger is an E. Second finger is an F, and fourth finger is a G. The A string is very similar. You have your hand in the same position as you do on the D string. Because the A string with no fingers is an A, you go one letter up in the alphabet when you put down your first finger, just like with the D string. So therefore, the first finger on an A string is this B. The second finger is a C natural. The third finger is a C sharp. And the final finger is a D natural, the octave above, the open D. Let's practice. Play the note. C sharp, third finger on the A string. Play the note. B natural, first finger on the A string. Play the next note. A natural, no fingers on the A string. Even when you are not playing with fingers on the A string, always keep your thumb on the cello so you do not get confused and have to figure out where your hand goes again. Now we will play a simple song. I'm sure you'll find it familiar. I'm going to play the piece all the way through now, and you can look at the music as I play. Don't be overwhelmed. We'll be going through this piece line by line. With practice, you'll be able to play it in no time. Now we will go line by line through this piece. Let's practice the first line. The first two notes are Ds. What finger do you use? Correct. You don't use any fingers to play an open D. An E is one letter in the alphabet after the D. Therefore, put down your first finger for the E. Back to D. A G is the fourth finger on the D string. A good way to remember fourth fingers is a fourth finger on one string is an octave above the string beneath it. So therefore, fourth finger on D string is a G, and a fourth finger on the A string is a D. The third finger on the D string is F sharp. Putting it all together, we get Now, let's move on to the next group of notes. It starts the same way. So, two open Ds, first finger on D string, open D again. Now what's this note? Correct, it's an open A. Again, a G. Now let's go on to the second to last part of the piece. Two open Ds. The next note is the D on the A string, followed by the first finger on the A string, B. Does this note look familiar? It should. Two more Gs. What's the note one beneath a G but with a sharp? F sharp, third finger, followed by first finger on the D string, E. Finish it off. You have a C, C natural, second finger on the A string. What's this note? Correct, a B. Once again, the G. Simple open string A, and ending with the G. Now try playing it through all on your own. The numbers above the notes represent the finger. If there's a 0, that means an open string, no fingers. If it's a 1, index finger, first finger. 2, middle finger. 3, ring finger. And 4, pinky. Good luck learning. Happy birthday! See you on our next Positive Notes lesson video.